The world has the habit of making room for the person whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going. This truth echoes through history like a guiding star for those bold enough to declare their path. While many drift aimlessly, waiting for perfect clarity or calmer skies, the determined soul cuts through life's storms with purpose. Picture a lone ship steering through a violent sea, its captain focused, steady, moving forward, while others remain stalled, lost in fog. That ship moves not because the sea is calm, but because its direction is clear and its intent unwavering. The universe, it seems, favors motion that is aligned with conviction. When your words match your steps, the world steps aside. Look at the trailblazers who built legacies. They didn't just dream, they spoke their vision with fire and acted with relentless grit. They didn't whisper intentions, they announced them, then moved with such force that opportunities seemed magnetically drawn to them. Yet, so many live with untapped greatness, their potential silenced by hesitation, their dreams withering from lack of motion. Like seeds in dry soil, ideas shrivel when not nurtured by deliberate, disciplined action. You've likely met someone whose brilliance is obvious, yet they dwell in vagueness, always thinking, never committing. And that inertia becomes a weight. Doubt grows, clarity dims, and the window of possibility slowly closes. There is something deeply tragic about watching talent rust in the quiet corners of inaction. Meanwhile, those who walk with certainty, who speak their mission aloud and back it up with effort, summon the world's response. It's not luck, it's alignment. Their inner compass guides them, and their actions signal readiness to receive and to build. The difference isn't intelligence or even opportunity, it's the willingness to walk while others wait. In life's grand arena, the spotlight finds those who step forward, not those who merely plan to. So if you seek change, speak your vision with clarity, but more importantly, act like it's already unfolding. The path doesn't appear before you move. It reveals itself as you walk with purpose. And once your direction is known, through your words and your deeds, the world, indeed, begins to make room. Picture a ship's captain who studies the stars but never sets sail, doomed to stay in port while others conquer the waves. We all face this choice, to remain anchored in uncertainty or to hoist the sails and let the winds of opportunity carry us. The need for change burns within us, a quiet fire waiting to roar, if only we fan it with purposeful behavior. Trust from colleagues, investors, and even ourselves builds when we speak clearly and act boldly, creating an invisible force that propels us ahead. So, let's confront the barriers that hold us back, the invisible walls we've built around our ambitions. One major obstacle is waiting for the perfect wave of motivation to hit, as if inspiration alone will steer us to success. How often have you delayed starting that project, thinking, I'll begin when I feel ready, only to watch months slip away? This habit traps us in a cycle of hesitation, where a business idea gathers dust because we didn't pitch it at that networking event. It's painful to realize that by not demonstrating our direction, we signal to the world that we're not serious, and opportunities pass us by like ships in the night. Take Sarah, for instance, who dreamed of launching her own app but waited for the right moment, missing out on partnerships that could have changed her life. Failure to decide is another pitfall, where vague words like, I might try this, replace the confident declaration, I'm doing this now. In professional settings, leaders who waver lose the respect of their teams. Watching promotions go to those who speak with certainty. This indecisiveness feels like standing at a crossroads, paralyzed, while the world moves on without you. Fear and uncertainty compound the problem, whispering doubts that make our words falter and our actions freeze. Who hasn't felt the sting of rejection's possibility, holding back a pitch or a proposal out of dread? An aspiring author might know their story's power, but never share it, fearing criticism, and thus remain invisible to publishers eager for fresh voices. This fear creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, where the world overlooks us because we don't show we're ready for it. But what if we flip the script, turning hesitation into the very fuel that propels us forward? The solution lies in immediate action, where even a small step demonstrates your direction and ignites a chain reaction of possibilities. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about moving, like that entrepreneur who pitched their idea despite nerves and attracted eager investors. This power of action creates energy, drawing people and opportunities toward you, as if the universe conspires in your favor. Building decisiveness starts with firm decisions. Verbalize your goals publicly, in meetings or on social media, to hold yourself accountable. Imagine the shift. Instead of mumbling uncertainties, you declare, I'm launching this project next week, and watch doors begin to open. Daily affirmations can reinforce this, turning hesitant thoughts into a mantra of resolve that echoes in your actions. Practicing the first step is key. Take something simple today, like sending that one-sentence email about your career aspirations. This act alone can spark a conversation, leading to mentorship or job offers, proving that motion begets momentum. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what's one small action I can take right now to show the world my direction? Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them head on, using small, decisive actions to chip away at their power. When you speak up in a meeting about your vision, despite the butterflies, you signal confidence, and suddenly, colleagues rally around you. Strategies like exposure therapy help. Practice public speaking regularly to build the habit of assertive words that banish doubt. It's liberating to realize that action erodes fear faster than any pep talk ever could. Learning through failure is part of this journey. Each setback is a stepping stone that refines your path. Think of Thomas Edison, who faced thousands of failures but persisted, his actions proving his direction until he illuminated the world. Reframe those rejections as badges of commitment, like a writer whose proposal was turned down but led to a better idea and new connections. In this way, failure becomes your ally, showing the world you're serious about your goals. Now, let's cultivate self-discipline as the foundation for consistently demonstrating your direction. Discipline isn't about bursts of motivation. It's the quiet force that keeps you acting purposefully, day after day. Athletes embody this, training rigorously and speaking confidently about their goals, inspiring others, and carving out their space in the world. Without it, undisciplined habits signal inconsistency, like a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave. Building positive habits starts with routines that align your words and actions, such as outlining your goals each morning and sharing progress updates. Commit to one decisive action daily, like making a networking call, to reinforce your direction and build unbreakable momentum. Use habit stacking techniques. After your morning coffee, spend 5 minutes verbalizing your intentions, turning them into lived reality. Over time, this discipline transforms you into someone the world naturally makes room for. Developing a clear vision and goals is the next crucial step, providing the compass for your journey. Crystal clear goals motivate you, turning abstract dreams into a roadmap where words and actions prove your purpose. For example, setting a specific goal like, I will launch my product in 6 months, and articulating it builds internal drive and external support. This clarity creates momentum, as the world responds by offering resources, alliances, and unexpected help. Practical methods make this achievable. Use SMART goals to define what you want, breaking them into actionable steps. Take a career goal. Research opportunities this week, network next, and practice verbalizing your ambitions in daily affirmations. By doing so, your words and actions align, demonstrating to everyone that you're on a clear path. Now, outline your own steps. What goal will you set today? And how will you act on it immediately? As we wrap up, remember the core of Napoleon Hill's wisdom. The world doesn't reward intentions. It makes room for those whose words and actions show they know where they're going. Just as that ship's captain reaches new horizons through bold navigation, you too can claim your space by embracing this principle. Think of a successful leader like Oprah Winfrey, who turned setbacks into triumphs by consistently showing her direction through her words and deeds. It's time to stop waiting and start moving, letting your actions speak louder than your fears. The transformation begins with one small, purposeful step. Declare your goal aloud right now and commit to it. Feel the emotion rising within you, the excitement of possibility, as you take that leap. Watch how the world responds, opening doors you never imagined, simply because you've shown you're ready. Don't let another day pass in hesitation. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. Remember, every great journey starts with a single, decisive action, backed by words that ring with truth. So, stand tall, speak your truth, and act with purpose. Today is the day the world makes room for you. Let this be the moment you ignite your path, turning potential into reality, one step at a time. Embrace it fully, and see how your life transforms when you finally show the world where you're going. The world has the habit of making room for the person whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going, as Napoleon Hill wisely observed. This principle has guided countless successful figures, like innovative entrepreneurs who boldly pitch their ideas, drawing investors and opportunities their way. Think of leaders like Steve Jobs, whose confident declarations and decisive moves created space for Apple to revolutionize technology. Yet, many people struggle with unfulfilled potential, drifting through life without clear direction. They might dream of starting a business or advancing in their career, but hesitation holds them back. For instance, someone with a brilliant idea might keep it to themselves, fearing rejection, and miss out on the connections that could propel them forward. This stagnation stems from a gap between knowing what you want and actually showing it through your words and actions. It's a universal challenge, where vague intentions lead to missed chances, as the world only responds to those who signal certainty. Consider the ship's captain who charts a course but fails to steer boldly, ending up adrift instead of reaching new horizons. The need for change is urgent. Mere knowledge or good intentions won't cut it in a world that rewards action. Aligning your words and actions builds trust with others, like colleagues or mentors, who then open doors for you. Internal momentum grows when you speak your goals aloud and follow through, turning hesitation into progress. For example, declaring, "I'm launching my project next month" in a meeting can attract allies, whereas mumbling uncertainties pushes them away. This alignment is the key to making the world notice you and create opportunities. Now, let's explore why so many fail to take that crucial step. One major barrier is waiting for the perfect motivation before acting or speaking with conviction. People often think they need to feel fully inspired to demonstrate their direction, but this delay only deepens stagnation. Take the aspiring entrepreneur with a business idea who waits for the right moment, missing networking events where bold words could spark partnerships. This habit creates a cycle of hesitation, making it impossible for the world to make room for them. Indecisiveness is another pitfall, manifesting in vague statements and inconsistent actions that signal uncertainty. When you say, "I might start a project," instead of, "I'm committing to this now," opportunities slip away because no one sees your clear path. In professional settings, leaders who waver on decisions lose respect from their teams and miss promotions that go to the decisive ones. Fear and uncertainty compound these issues, as worries about failure or rejection lead to hesitant words and inaction. An aspiring author might know their story inside out but hold back from pitching it, fearing criticism, and thus remaining invisible to publishers. This fear prevents you from showing your direction, causing the world to overlook you in favor of those who exude confidence. The solution lies in immediate, purposeful action that aligns with your words. Taking action, even if it's imperfect, demonstrates that you know where you're going and generates real energy around your goals. For instance, an entrepreneur who pitches an idea despite nerves often attracts investors, as their commitment shines through. This power of action creates a ripple effect, drawing opportunities that hesitation never would. Building decisiveness means making firm decisions and backing them with confident words and consistent follow through. Try verbalizing your goals publicly, like in team meetings or on social media, to hold yourself accountable and signal your direction. Daily affirmations can reinforce this, such as repeating, I am moving forward with my plan today, to build habits of purpose. Practicing the first step is essential. Start with something small that aligns with your goals to open doors immediately. For example, write a one-sentence email about your career aspiration right now. It could lead to mentorship or job offers. Imagine pausing to reflect. What's one small action you can take today to show your direction? Overcoming hesitation and fear is the next vital step in this journey. Facing fear directly through small, decisive actions diminishes its grip faster than endless overthinking. When you act despite fear, like speaking up in a meeting about your vision, it signals confidence and prompts the world to create opportunities. Strategies like exposure therapy can help. Practice public speaking to build the habit of assertive words and actions. Learning through failure is equally important, as it transforms setbacks into stepping stones that prove your commitment. Think of Thomas Edison, whose many failures in inventing the light bulb refined his path and ultimately made room for his success. By persisting through rejection, you demonstrate true direction, turning failures into evidence of your determination. For instance, a rejected business proposal can lead to better ideas and new connections if you keep moving forward. Cultivating self-discipline is the foundation for consistently showing your direction through words and actions. Discipline, not fleeting motivation, is what sustains purposeful behavior and attracts lasting opportunities. Disciplined individuals, like athletes who train daily and speak confidently about their goals, inspire others and carve out their own space in the world. In contrast, undisciplined habits signal inconsistency, pushing away the very chances you seek. Building positive habits starts with routines that support your goals, such as daily planning and verbalizing intentions. For example, wake up early to outline your objectives and share progress updates, showing the world your steady direction. Commit to one decisive action each day, like making a networking call, to reinforce your path and build momentum. Use habit stacking techniques, linking new behaviors to existing ones, to ensure your words and actions align consistently. Developing a clear vision and goals is central to Napoleon Hill's principle, as it translates into purposeful words and actions. Crystal clear goals provide the direction needed to sustain progress, with your words and actions serving as proof to the world. For instance, setting a specific goal like, I will launch my product in 6 months, and articulating it builds internal and external momentum. This clarity makes the world respond by offering resources, alliances, and unforeseen support. Practical methods for defining goals include using SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break your goals into actionable steps, like researching one aspect weekly and networking regularly, while practicing verbalizing them in affirmations. For example, turn a career goal into daily tasks and say aloud, I'm taking steps toward my promotion today. Now, outline your own next steps. What goal will you define and act on immediately? In conclusion, remember that the world doesn't reward intentions. It makes room for those whose words and actions prove they know where they're going. As Napoleon Hill taught, this principle has empowered countless individuals, from visionary leaders to everyday achievers. Take inspiration from someone like Oprah Winfrey, who turned her clear direction into a media empire through persistent action. Start today with one small, purposeful step. Declare your goal aloud and act on it right now. Watch as the world begins to make room for you, transforming your path into one of undeniable success. The world has the habit of making room for the person whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going, as Napoleon Hill wisely observed. This timeless principle has propelled countless leaders and entrepreneurs to success, like Steve Jobs, who confidently declared his vision for Apple and backed it with bold moves. Yet, many people today struggle with unfulfilled potential, drifting through life without a clear path. Imagine someone with a dream to start their own business, but they hesitate, keeping their ideas locked away in fear of judgment. This hesitation creates a barrier, preventing the world from noticing their direction and offering opportunities. It's not enough to simply know your goals. You must demonstrate them through decisive words and actions. Think of a ship's captain who charts a course but never sets sail. Without action, the journey remains a fantasy. In contrast, those who speak with conviction and move forward boldly attract allies and resources effortlessly. Waiting for the perfect moment often leads to missed chances, as life doesn't pause for indecision. Now, let's explore why so many fail to take that crucial first step. One major barrier is waiting for motivation to strike, as if inspiration will magically appear before you act. But true success comes from acting despite doubt, like the entrepreneur who pitches an idea on a tough day and lands a key investor. This delay signals uncertainty to the world, closing doors that could have opened with confident words. For instance, someone with a brilliant business concept might wait for the right time, only to see others seize similar opportunities. Indecisiveness further compounds the problem, turning potential into paralysis. When you say things like, I might try this someday, your words lack the power to inspire trust or action from others. In professional settings, a leader who waffles on decisions loses respect, while one who declares a clear plan gains followers. Fear of failure often lurks behind this hesitation, whispering that your efforts might not succeed. This fear prevents you from showing the world your direction, like an aspiring writer who never shares their manuscript due to rejection anxiety. As a result, opportunities pass by, and you remain invisible in a crowd of decisive individuals. The solution lies in immediate action, harnessing the power of your words and deeds to create momentum. Taking that first step, even if it's imperfect, proves to yourself and others that you know where you're headed. Consider the entrepreneur who nervously pitches their startup idea and suddenly finds investors eager to join the journey. This action generates energy, drawing people and resources toward you like a magnet. Building decisiveness starts with firm decisions. Declare your goals publicly and follow through without apology. For example, in a team meeting, state, I'm launching this project next week, and watch how it rallies support. Daily affirmations can reinforce this habit, such as repeating, I am moving toward my goals with purpose. Practicing the first step is key. Choose a small task today that aligns with your vision. Perhaps write a single email outlining your career aspirations. It's a simple act that signals direction and could lead to new connections. Now, pause and reflect. What's one small action you can take right now to show the world your path? Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them head on, turning obstacles into stepping stones. When you act despite fear, like speaking up in a meeting about your ideas, you demonstrate confidence that attracts opportunities. Strategies like gradual exposure help. Start with low-stakes practices, such as sharing your thoughts in casual conversations. Each small victory builds your resolve, making it easier to use assertive words in bigger situations. Learning through failure is essential. It's not a dead end, but a teacher that refines your direction. Think of Thomas Edison, who viewed his thousands of failed experiments as progress toward the light bulb, showing unwavering commitment. By persisting, you prove to the world that you're serious, opening doors that hesitation would keep shut. Reframe setbacks as evidence of your dedication, like a rejected business proposal that leads to a stronger pitch and new partners. Cultivating self-discipline is the foundation for consistently demonstrating your path through words and actions. Discipline isn't about waiting for motivation. It's about creating habits that keep you moving forward daily. Athletes exemplify this, training rigorously and speaking confidently about their goals, which inspires teams and opportunities. Without discipline, inconsistency signals unreliability, but with it, you become a force that the world makes room for. Building positive habits starts with routines, like dedicating the first hour of your day to planning and verbalizing your intentions. For instance, commit to one decisive action each day, such as making a networking call, to reinforce your direction. Use habit stacking techniques, like linking goal setting to your morning coffee, to ensure alignment between words and deeds. Developing a clear vision and goals is crucial, as they provide the roadmap that your actions and words follow. Crystal clear goals motivate you to act purposefully, turning vague dreams into tangible progress. For example, instead of saying, "I want to succeed in business," declare, "I will launch my product in 6 months and market it aggressively." This specificity builds internal momentum and signals to others that you're on a defined path. Break goals into actionable steps using tools like SMART goals, making them achievable and trackable. Start by outlining weekly tasks such as researching competitors or networking with mentors, and verbalize them in daily updates. Practice affirmations like "My clear vision guides my every step," to keep your words aligned with your actions. Now, take a moment to outline your own goals. What's your next step toward demonstrating your direction? As we wrap up, remember that the world rewards those who show they know where they're going through consistent words and actions. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that intentions alone don't create opportunities. It's the proof in your behavior that does. Look at figures like Oprah Winfrey, who overcame obstacles by boldly pursuing her vision, and the world made room for her empire. Don't wait for motivation. Start today by aligning your words with decisive actions. Take that first small step, whether it's sharing your goal with a friend or tackling a key task. Watch as doors begin to open, connections form, and your path becomes clearer. You've got the power within you. It's time to demonstrate it. Stand tall, declare your direction, and let the world respond. Remember, success isn't for the hesitant, it's for those who act with purpose. So, right now, commit to one action that shows your resolve. As you do, you'll find the world shifting to accommodate your journey. Embrace this principle and unlock the extraordinary life you're meant to live. The world has the habit of making room for the person whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going, as Napoleon Hill wisely observed. This timeless principle highlights how successful figures, like visionary entrepreneurs, have historically projected confidence and direction to seize unforeseen opportunities. Think of leaders who boldly chart their course, much like a ship's captain steering through stormy seas, rather than drifting aimlessly in uncertainty. Many people struggle with unfulfilled potential, harboring vague goals, but failing to act decisively in their daily lives. For instance, someone dreaming of starting a business might procrastinate, hesitating in conversations, and avoiding commitments that could signal their intent. This hesitation often leads to stagnation, as the world doesn't notice or respond to half-hearted efforts. Mere knowledge of your goals isn't enough. You must align your words and actions to demonstrate a clear path forward. When your speech and behavior exude purpose, you build trust with colleagues, investors, and mentors who are drawn to that certainty. Imagine the internal momentum that builds when you speak your ambitions aloud and follow through, turning intention into reality. In contrast, those who waver miss out on the room the world offers, like a hidden door that only opens for the decisive. One major barrier is waiting for the perfect motivation before taking action, a trap that keeps you from showing your true direction. For example, an aspiring entrepreneur with a brilliant idea might delay pitching it, hoping for inspiration, and thus miss key networking events. This cycle of hesitation creates a pattern where opportunities slip away, as your words lack conviction and your actions stall. Indecisiveness further compounds the problem, manifesting in vague statements like, I might try this, instead of, I'm committed to this path. In professional settings, leaders who waffle on decisions lose respect from their teams and fail to attract promotions or partnerships. Consider how a decisive colleague, who clearly outlines their goals and acts on them, naturally draws support and resources. Fear and uncertainty often paralyze progress, turning potential into paralysis through hesitant words and inaction. An aspiring author, for instance, might know their story's worth but fear rejection, so they never pitch it to publishers. This fear signals to the world that you're not ready, causing doors to remain closed that could have opened with bold action. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence, making it essential to confront these fears head on. The solution lies in immediate action, where even imperfect steps demonstrate your knowledge of where you're headed. Take the entrepreneur who pitches their idea despite nerves. Their commitment attracts investors and sparks new opportunities. This power of action generates energy, as the world responds to visible purpose and begins to clear a path for you. Building decisiveness starts with firm decisions, backed by confident words and consistent follow through in your daily routine. Try verbalizing your goals publicly, such as in team meetings or on social media, to hold yourself accountable and signal direction. Daily affirmations can reinforce this habit, like repeating, I am launching my project next week, to align your mindset with action. Practicing the first step is crucial. Start with something small, like sending a one-sentence email about your career aspirations today. This initial action not only opens doors, but also builds momentum, proving to yourself and others that you know your way. For a script like this, pause and reflect. What's one small action you can take right now to show your direction? Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them directly through decisive actions, which erode their power over time. When you speak up in a meeting about your vision despite the nerves, it signals confidence and prompts others to make room for you. Strategies like exposure therapy can help. Practice public speaking regularly to build the habit of assertive words and actions. Each small confrontation with fear strengthens your resolve, turning what was once a barrier into a stepping stone. Learning through failure is essential, as it shows true direction and commitment, even when things don't go as planned. Think of Thomas Edison, whose repeated failures in inventing the light bulb refined his actions and ultimately led to monumental success. By persisting through setbacks, you demonstrate to the world that you're on a clear path, attracting allies and opportunities along the way. Reframe failures as evidence of your dedication, like a rejected business proposal that leads to improved ideas and new connections. Cultivating self-discipline is the foundation for consistently showing your direction through purposeful words and actions. Discipline, not fleeting motivation, ensures ongoing progress, as seen in athletes who train daily and speak confidently about their goals. Without it, undisciplined habits signal inconsistency, causing the world to overlook your potential. Building positive habits starts with routines that support your goals, such as planning your day and verbalizing intentions each morning. For example, commit to one decisive action daily, like making a networking call, to steadily demonstrate your path forward. Use habit stacking techniques, linking new behaviors to existing ones, to ensure your words and actions remain aligned. Over time, this discipline creates a ripple effect, where the world begins to make room for your sustained efforts. Developing a clear vision and goals is key to sustaining progress, as they provide the direction that motivates aligned words and actions. Crystal clear goals, like, I will launch my product in 6 months, give you a roadmap and build both internal and external momentum. When you articulate these goals publicly, it not only holds you accountable, but also draws in resources and alliances from others. Practical methods include breaking goals into actionable steps, ensuring every word and action points toward your destination. Use SMART goals to define them precisely. For instance, turn a career aspiration into weekly tasks like research and networking. Practice daily affirmations that verbalize these steps, reinforcing your commitment and making your direction unmistakable. Now, outline your own goals. What specific steps can you take today to show the world where you're going? As you implement this, watch how your clear vision transforms hesitation into decisive movement. In conclusion, remember that the world doesn't reward vague intentions. It makes room for those whose words and actions prove their direction. Napoleon Hill's insight reminds us that success follows from demonstrating purpose, as seen in the lives of trailblazers who embodied this principle. By taking immediate action and overcoming fears, you align yourself with this truth and unlock new possibilities. Self-discipline and clear goals become your allies, turning potential into achievement through consistent effort. Let go of waiting for the perfect moment and start with one small, purposeful step right now. Declare your goal aloud, feel the power in your words, and act on it immediately to set the momentum in motion. As you do, you'll notice doors opening, opportunities emerging, and the world shifting to accommodate your clear path. This is the essence of Hill's wisdom. Know where you're going, show it through your words and actions, and the room will be made for you. Imagine the satisfaction of seeing your efforts rewarded, as confidence breeds more confidence in a virtuous cycle. Whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, this principle applies universally, inviting you to step into your power. Don't let another day pass in hesitation. Embrace the challenge and watch as your world expands. Remember, the person who knows their direction and acts on it doesn't wait for permission. They create their own destiny. So, rise to the occasion. Speak your truth. Take bold steps, and let the world make way for your journey. In the end, it's not about being flawless. It's about being purposeful, and that's where true success begins. Take this message to heart, apply it today, and transform your life with the certainty that comes from aligned words and actions. You've got the tools now. Go forth and claim the room that's waiting for you.